Hello, magical beings, and welcome back to another reading with the Wild Mystics. Today we are asking Spirit, what is the next season of your life bringing in? So this could be new opportunities in career, this could be new opportunities in love, abundance, who knows? So we're going to get straight into your reading, and I'm really excited to connect with these energies. I really hope you enjoy listening to the sound of the birds and the wind, and I do think that it's going to rain today, so you might even get some pitter-patter on the tent, so I hope you enjoy that. So let's get straight into the piles. Group 1, we have the wolf with winter, take care of your needs, and we have this lovely spruce. Group 2, spring, see your seeds grow with the rabbit. And we have this lovely clover, rose clover, I think. Oh, there was a little bug on it. Oh my gosh, look, and he's trying to get away. Okay, I feel like that symbolizes something. I feel like group 2, you're definitely growing something, and I feel like it's getting ready to fly away, so that's exciting. And group 3, we have summer, bask in joy and light with the bee, and we have this beautiful yellow flower here. It's not a dandelion, I'm not actually sure what it is, but it's really beautiful. So I will give you a moment to connect with these energies, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, Group 1. If you chose this Winter Wolf card with Take Care of Your Needs, or this little spruce, then this is going to be your reading on what is the next season of your life bringing in for you. Oh, sorry, little wolf. All right, so let's get straight into your oracle cards. We have Grow. Here, I'll put this one down here. There we go, Grow, which is so interesting. Winter and grow. Normally in the winter, things don't grow, right? Things are kind of, they're hibernating, they're stuck, they're stagnant. Whereas in the springtime, that's when everything is growing. So it was interesting because in group 2, they had the spring card, but then they had a card that said deep freeze. So I was like, okay. It was really weird. It's kind of the opposite energy of yours, I think. So this is exciting. We have, you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. We have number 4, beauty way. Oh yeah, this is kind of the opposite energy of group 2. So if you were interested just to see what it was like, you could check it out. But your energy, it seems like you're ready to plant your seeds. Like, it's time. Spirit is saying go for it. Whereas like in group 2, it was like, wait. You have to deal with something first before you can plant your seeds. But look at this beautiful lotus blossoming. We have the grow card. You're so close to achieving your goals. This is time. We have spark, number 34. This beautiful girl playing the violin. So for some of you, maybe you could be musicians, or creatives of some kind. And Spirit is saying, it's time, guys. This is the season. This is the season to take care of your needs, which are, you need to create. You need to share something with the world. We also have the Spirit Whisperer, Divine Guidance and Higher Knowing, number 3. And we have number 33, Chaos and Conflict. That doesn't really fit the rest of the vibe, but I feel like we're going to get into that. Look at that. It's like blurted out by the light. Okay, that's very symbolic. Okay, hold on one second. I'm going to connect with this energy. Yeah, so this is really interesting. The number 3 could be symbolic. You got 333, and then we have a 4, 34, combining both of those elements. Okay, this has got to mean something. I feel like the number 3 in the tarot is the Empress, and the number 4 is the Emperor. So I feel like you could be balancing this divine masculine and this divine feminine energy, and that's what's going to allow you to create. Yes, it's going to allow you to step into the light and create what it is you want to share with the world. I feel like you've been kind of like hiding, right? With this winter card, you've been kind of like hibernating and just kind of going within and taking the time. And Spirit is like, okay, you've taken enough time now. It's time for you to grow. It's time for you to expand. Oh yeah, and with the lizards, it kind of reminds me of a yin yang sort of situation. The white one and the darker one. So there's a balance here. That's what you need. You need a balance to be able to grow, just like a seed that's planted in the ground, right? It needs a balance of water and of sun to be able to grow. So I'm just getting one more card because I feel like we need to balance out this chaos and conflict. I feel like maybe that's what some of you are afraid of. We have flexible, number 19. Okay, there we go. I'll just put that there. Yes, you need to be flexible, group one. I feel like maybe some of you are afraid to step into your creative power because you're afraid that chaos and conflict will result if you take the step. But if your heart is calling you to do this, if your heart is calling you to step into this energy where you're able to express yourself, then Spirit is saying, go for it. The Spirit is whispering in your ear. So you could be hearing like subtle synchronicities. Maybe you're seeing reoccurring numbers, or you could be seeing different animals in your life that are coming to remind you to stay connected to this beautiful like matrix of reality. Like when I'm going on a walk and I see a snake cross my path like 3 times, that's clearly a sign that some sort of like cycle is asking me to shift, right? It's asking me to shed my skin and step into a new skin. So Spirit is saying it's time for you to release that old energy that you've been working at healing, and it's time for you to be flexible and step into this energy where there could be a little bit of chaos and conflict, but you're moving, you're growing, you're expanding. Like that's what the universe is craving. Look at this beautiful, like you have the lotus flower and then there's a dragonfly above it. Dragonflies are the most agile, like flexible creatures I've ever seen. They can shift and react instantaneously. They've been around for like hundreds of millions of years. They're one of the oldest like insects, and they are deadly. Like, so Spirit is saying like you have what it takes. Okay, you have what it takes to conquer your fears. You're so close to achieving your goal. Look at this. You're so close. You just need to connect maybe to that divine guidance inside you. Be flexible. Be open to opportunities. I feel like in the past, maybe the universe has kind of, placed some little opportunities here and there, and they were saying like, hey, group one, here's an opportunity. If you take it, clearly you're ready, but maybe you weren't taking it because you were afraid. And Spirit is saying, it's time. The spark has been lit. It's time now. Now is the opportunity for you to step into this and show your true self. Okay, so you could be getting a spark of inspiration, group one, that's really going to help you enter into that state where you can have that kind of divine flow with the universe, where you can be channeling some sort of creative expression with the collective. So that's very, very, very powerful. And oh, hi, Winnie, my little dog just came over to greet me. So I feel like that's confirmation. Spirit is saying, people are going to love what it is that you have to share. It's not going to be chaos and conflict. People are going to love it. Yeah, she's coming over and she's looking at your reading. I feel like that's very symbolic. Yeah, you're going to have very loyal followers. All right, let's get into your reading with the tarot. So Spirit, what? Okay, I was going to ask the season. What is the next season of group one's life? And I don't think it's winter. Just because you chose the winter card, I think it's time for you to expand. That's what I think. I feel like you were in the winter season, but this is your season to grow and shift, and it's very exciting. Oh yeah, and my dog came over, and you have like the wolf card. So I feel like, yeah, you're going to have a loyal pact of followers just following you around, or you could have other beings that actually really want to help support you. With the 7 of Wands, like, look, this is that kind of conflict energy again. I feel like you've gone through a lot, group one, in the past, and maybe that's why you're afraid. You're like, this is what happened the last time I tried to step into my passion or whatever. Maybe there was a little bit of conflict and you got scared. But if you had just gone a little bit farther, you would have seen that it wasn't actually that scary, right? It was just your mind perceiving it as that. So what else, group one? We have the 3 of Wands. Yeah, you're getting ready to step into this new reality. The 3 of Wands is about expansion. It's about travel. It's about movement. So yeah, you have like, I feel like a new inspiration is getting ready to like bloom. And I feel like your brooding analytical mind, it's not going to stand a chance against this newfound passion that you're going to have. Whoa. We have the moon, and there is the moon there. I'll put it there. The moon. And we also have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is about moving into a new direction. So you got both travel cards here. So I feel like for some of you, this could be about traveling. This could be about moving somewhere new. Yeah, and the moon, I feel like you've spent a lot of time connecting with your inner world, with yourself. This is about connecting with your shadows, connecting with the different parts of yourself which have maybe been kept secret. And so Spirit is saying it's time now to take these pieces that you have been connecting with and working with and share your shadows with the collective. Bloom them, turn them into light. Let's get another, Spirit. What season is starting for group 1? Yeah, the Hierophant. Okay, this is beautiful. I feel like there is some sort of, I don't know, commitment coming in. The Hierophant can be about a powerful bond, a powerful commitment. It's the spiritual advisor. They're overseeing something in the divine. So there is like maybe this divine union that could be coming in for you. And I don't necessarily mean romantic connection, but a divine union between you and Spirit. There could be some sort of like agreement, maybe something that you're signing, can be contract related. So if that resonates for you, you could be signing like a new contract, getting ready to go overseas. Maybe you're getting a new passport. Maybe you're going to like study abroad. Maybe you're getting a job abroad. Maybe you're getting a visa. For some of you, this is travel energy. So we also have the sun. Oh my gosh, you have the sun and the moon. Okay. What was I saying about balancing the divine masculine and the divine feminine? So there is this powerful kind of creative energy that's bubbling through, right? The sun is about expanding. The sun is about expressing. The sun is about sharing your vision with the world, right? It's about coming into the light. It's about sharing what's been hidden. So I feel like that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be taking those things that you've been maybe working on in secret. So for some of you, if you've been taking the time to like work on your book or work on music or work on some kind of like creative adventure, maybe you are a crafter, maybe you're a dancer, maybe you're a blogger. It could be anything, but Spirit is saying maybe you've been doing something in secret, and it's time now for you to step into the light with the sun here. So don't be afraid. Oh my gosh, that's what the lotus is all about too. The lotuses grow from the mud, right? They grow from the darkness, and they have this long journey going up into the light. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. You've been in this kind of dark period of your life, and now you're coming into the light. And that's just similar to the moon phases too, because you had the moon, it's like the moon waxes and wanes. So the season of your life that's coming in group 1 is that you're entering into the summer. So you could resonate with the summer card. I think that was group 3. So you could check that out, because that's all about expression and expanding. Yeah, so this is beautiful. I feel like it's interesting that you picked the winter card, but your reading is all about blooming into the summer energy. It's like I skipped spring. I don't need that. No, like you've been kind of growing your seeds in the dark. Like it's interesting. All right, let's get one more card. One more card. Ooh, that bloomed out. We have the Queen of Cups. Yes, the Queen of Cups. She isn't afraid to express herself. She isn't afraid to share her inner world with others, right? She's highly intuitive. She's probably the most intuitive, well, second to the High Priestess, but she's a very intuitive being, trusting not only her inner resources, but she's also seen into her emotions, right? She's a water being. She can see into all the different layers of her emotional realms. She's dived. I'm not really sure how to say that, but she has dove deep into the deep layers of her subconscious reality, and she's come up bringing these gold, right? She's the queen. So I feel like that's what you guys have been doing. You've been diving deep like the lotus and then birthing. Oh, that's also what the dragonflies do. So dragonflies are actually they're born in the water and they swim to shore, and then their wings unfold. Like, it is the most miraculous thing. Check out how dragonflies are born. It's incredible. It's very similar to kind of the energy of the butterfly, because the dragonflies actually like their skeleton actually comes off in the sun. Like, it's crazy. Oh, in the sun. Yeah, you're gonna be I feel like you're gonna be entering into the sunlight and shifting your perspective from this kind of like, oh, I don't know if I can, like worry, concern, confusion, questioning yourself, to just knowing. You're like, wow, there is so much power in this. There is so many beings who want this for me, including like your higher self, that nothing's going to stand in your way. Nothing's going to stand in your way. The sun will guide you always. So this is a really exciting reading for you. Get ready for your summer, group 1, because it's here and you're ready to expand and light up the world. So I am sending you all my love, and I really can't wait to see what you can create with your reality. It seems really exciting. So if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, subscribe if you feel called to doing that. I hope you enjoyed being outside and listening to the birds. I will be outside for the next couple months, actually, because that's the only place I can do the readings in peace. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in another video. Bye! Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this beautiful spring See Your Seeds Grow card, or this lovely rose clover, then this is your reading on what is the next season of your life bringing in for you. So you chose spring. So I feel like you're crafting something, you're working on something, you're planting the seeds. And it's interesting because I'm actually filming this on the new moon in Gemini. So I feel like there are a lot of intentions being set for you right now, group 2. But let's get straight into your reading. We have personal issue reaches resolution. And you actually got 2, or no, you didn't get 2 moon cards. This just happens to be the moon also. So the moon, number 37. And I was just talking about the moon. So I feel like maybe group 2, you might work with the lunar phases. You might connect and set intentions on the new moon and watch as your manifestations wax into the full moon and then become manifest. So I do feel like for some of you, if you haven't worked with the stages of the moon, it's very, very helpful to do that. All right, what else do we have? We have Round and Round, number 25. And Deep Freeze, number 26. And Peace. There, can I fit them all is the question. This is very interesting energy, group 2. Because you have such a dichotomy between spring and then this deep freeze energy. So it's almost as if there's something that's still, hold on. It's like there's something that has still been frozen in your life and it's still not necessarily moving yet. But with Round and Round, it's leading me to believe that there are a lot of new cycles opening up in your life. So what season are you entering into? Well, yes, you're entering into spring, but it's like the ground is still frozen and you maybe want to plant things, but you can't maybe plant them because the ground is still icy. So that's a message for some of you. If you're already planting your seeds and the ground is thawed, then maybe you want to check out the summer pile. But I do feel like for many of you, there's a need to shift your reality so that you can enter into a place where you can actually grow your seeds. So maybe you're in I don't know, with the personal issue reaches resolution, it's making me feel like there's some sort of emotional situation that's coming to a head. And I do feel like it's going to allow you to step into a reality where you can plant your seeds. Like, whatever is happening for you emotionally, maybe there's something that someone you need to talk to, someone you need to connect with and share your opinions with, share your perspective. I feel like that's very important right now because the pieces are kind of stuck. And until you can actually until you can actually communicate your emotions with someone or people or whatever it is, it's going to be a bit stuck until you can express that. So I wonder what the tarot are going to say, but I do feel like it's very important to set an intention, especially with the new moon. Set an intention to release anything that's holding you back from seeing your seeds grow. So if it's a creative project, if it's a new relationship, if it's some sort of career or travel opportunity that you're looking for, what's holding you back from stepping into that energy? What's keeping you stuck? That's really what we need to analyze here, because you don't want to be stuck in a situation where you're just going round and round and repeating the same cycles. You want to enter into a state of peace and tranquility where you can actually see your manifestations take place. When we're in a place where we're stuck and we're stressed and there's this old baggage or old stressors that are holding us down, we can't really plant seeds. We can't really focus on a new reality because we're still dealing with all the old things, right? We're still dealing with all the old weeds that are holding us back. So let's get into your tarot. I feel like that will give us a lot more information. Okay. But I do see with spring here, and see your seeds grow, like you are going to see all of your seeds take shape, right? You are going to see all of your manifestations come to life. But there's just a few things that you maybe need to deal with first. And with the rose clover, it's like this beautiful purple energy. So I'm feeling like, and this is purple too. There's some violet and blue. Maybe it's important that you connect to your crown chakra, to your pineal gland, and just connect with your intuition, because I feel like your higher self has a lot that they would like to communicate to you in order for you to have the ability to communicate through your throat chakra, right? We need to connect to the divine first to get the information, to get the go-ahead, to then go and communicate on the material plane. Because oftentimes I feel like our mind, our programming can spin us round and round, right? We don't get the answers that we need when we're using our rational analytical mind. That mind is great for like calculating things and making plans, but it's not necessarily great for knowing the outcome of a situation, right? That's the higher self. The higher self can actually see into the future. It's not bound by the physical plane. So what do we have? The Knight of Swords. Interesting. So that's someone who has something to say. That's someone who's going to be very direct and not afraid to share their perspective. So that's potentially you stepping into an energy where you can actually share what it... Whoa, those cards just flew across the table. Oh my goodness. We have the Page of Swords. Interesting. And the Hanged Man. Yes. So this is entirely about you, group 2, shifting your perspective, okay, about something. Maybe there's some sort of... Maybe there could be some sort of disagreement. It's interesting because the Knight of Swords is facing the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is facing the Knight of Swords. And one of them is riding on this majestic bird, and the other one is kind of, leaning into the bird. So she looks, this feminine energy looks as though she's surrendering, and this knight looks like it's taking action. So I feel like there might be something that needs to be expressed, like I was saying. And so you have the choice. You can either take this kind of active position and move something forth, right? You can take that kind of active masculine role and direct the communication and start this discussion, or you can take this kind of passive role with the page here and just kind of surrender to the situation. But either way, something is going to come to a head here. With the Hanged Man, a change of perspective does need to happen in both parties, I do believe. And this isn't necessarily about a relationship. It does feel that way, but it could be about, a discussion that you're having at work with a colleague, or it could be a debate over some sort of creative project with your team. Like, it could be anything, but Spirit is saying that something needs to be communicated in order for you to move whatever this is forward, right? The seeds need to grow, and they can't grow until this has been expressed. What else do we have, Spirit? We have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, so this is the end of a complex, very, very confusing stressful cycle, you can see this beautiful maiden. She's holding up this whole kind of world on her shoulders. So I feel like group 2, you've been holding everything together, and it's really important that you have to let it go. You have to let it go, because if you're holding on tightly with this deep freeze, you're holding on so tightly, how can a seed grow when it's stuck like that, right? You have to release something. You have to let the waters flow, let the emotions flow. This is Cancerian energy, okay? This is water energy. You need to let them flow. Maybe you need to open up to the cycles of the moon, like I was saying. And I feel like when the moon reaches its climax, like that's when we're releasing all of our energy. That's where we're expanding and expressing. Although I do feel like during the new moon, there's a lot of tears that are often shed. So what else, Spirit, for group 2? What else? Oh, that one slid right out. Your cards are flying out like crazy. So I feel like once this discussion starts, things are just going to start moving rapidly, okay? If it's felt stuck, as soon as this gets released, things are just going to start flowing like crazy. We have the Queen of Swords. I've never seen so many court cards of swords in a reading before. This is insane. And the Queen, yeah, I do feel like maybe you're entering into this energy of the Queen. Maybe you started off with kind of this knight energy, where you were just direct and saying things as it was, and then you entered into this page energy where you stepped back and you were like, okay, I'll let you do it, or I'll let you take the lead. And now you're in this Queen energy where you're like, okay, this is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to work from now on, right? The Queen is extremely clear in what it is that she wants, right? She's not afraid to tell people exactly what needs to happen. Let's see what she it looks like. Yeah, there's all these butterflies flying around her. I feel like the Queen, she removes all of her masks, okay? She's shifted all of those old programs in her that have kept her stuck, that have kept her stagnant. And I feel like she wears like a crown of crystal. It's like her crown chakra is open. It's not stuck or frozen or rigid. It's open to receive all the information of the divine, all the information of the universe, and she's able to use that information to make the necessary decisions. So this is all making sense. Like, yes, you need to connect with your crown chakra, because that's where you're going to be getting these intuitive hits, to be able to express that emotion, that need to release something with this Cancerian energy to someone or something, and that's going to let everything start to flow. And we're going to get one more card, Spirit. What's going to happen to group 3 once this release has happened? All right, so we have the 5 of Swords, still in the battle. I'm not saying that there's necessarily going to be a battle, but we have the 8 of Wands. Yes, more communication. I do feel like, wow, there's so much that's being expressed here. The 8 of Wands is like fast communication. The 5 of Swords is like fighting, like with words, like you're battling like your old programs and belief systems that no longer resonate with you. And we have the 6 of Cups. Yes, there's this beautiful connection that you're feeling. Like, I don't know who this person is. For some of you, there is this person or this particular event or situation that's happening, but it's a very emotionally like nostalgic energy. Like it could be like a family member with the 6 of Cups. It could be, someone from your past that's maybe been really important to you, but maybe something happened. I'm not exactly sure, but on the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, you're ready for a new emotional cycle to begin, right? The Page is someone who has a fresh perspective on love, a fresh perspective on life. So I feel like that's the energy that you're coming into. You're going to be able to create this new version of yourself that is open to love. And then the 4 of Wands beneath that, which is celebration. So I feel like, yeah, you're going to be entering into this new beautiful arena where you're able to grow all of your dreams in a place that's peaceful, in a place that's your own, not in a place that you feel, oh, look, it's getting darker. That's very interesting. It hasn't rained yet, but it's getting a bit dark outside. So yeah, maybe Spirit's saying like, it's okay, like it's okay to like connect with yourself, and it's okay to ask yourself what it is that you want. Because maybe for some of you, you've been giving to people for so long, and it's okay to take a step inward, find that peace inside yourself, and ask yourself, where is it that we want to go, right? Because in the past, yeah, you've given so much of yourself to others, and it's just exciting that you're going to be entering into a state of spring where you can grow your own seeds and watch them expand, and you can give to yourself finally. And I don't know why I got quiet. It's like when the sky darkened, I got kind of quiet. So you just need some quiet time, group 2. And I think everything will come. I think everything will begin to bloom when it's meant to. So I'm sending you all my love, and you can do this. I feel like it's just going to flow. It's just going to flow. The swords are mental, right? This is all in your head. So don't be afraid. Everything's going to flow once you release what you've been holding on to. So I'm sending you all the love. You've got this. So if you feel connected to this reading, you could like it. You could subscribe if you feel like doing that. But otherwise, sending you so much love. And the birds are sending their love too. Bye. Hello, group 3. If you chose the bee, summer, bask in the joy of light, or this beautiful yellow flower, this is going to be a reading about what is the next season of your life bringing in for you. So I feel like with summer already, you're entering a stage in your life where you're getting ready to just be in the present, getting to connect with love and joy. And I just feel like your life is about to get really, really, really good. So let's just get straight into your oracles. We have provide. Yeah, I feel like you're being provided for in the next season of your life. I feel like there's just going to be so much abundance. I feel like it's going to be coming from all over the place. Like you won't even expect like all of the different opportunities, all of the different well springs of like joy and abundance that are going to come into your life. You may even be meeting like new people and stuff. Spirit is also saying adjustments are required, a third quarter moon. So maybe some of you are still in the energy of like lack, and you're just feeling like, where is this abundance? Like, I don't see it yet. And Spirit is saying, when you connect to that energy of abundance, when you connect to that in your heart, you begin to attract it in your life. So it's really interesting. When summertime comes along, people in the Northern Hemisphere just start to like feel better, right? Like there's more sun in the sky, like there's more color in the earth, like we just start to feel better. We start to thaw out. I feel like during the wintertime we're closed and we're cold and we're stuck, and in the summertime we can just let loose. And so I feel like that's the energy. Get in the energy of summer, right? And if you're watching this reading now, we're actually almost at the summer solstice, so that's pretty exciting. We also have the seer. Here, I'm just going to move this one here to balance it. The seer, number 45. Yeah, I feel like, so the seer is someone who can see beyond the veil of reality. I feel like you're maybe tapping into other dimensions of reality where you're able to know things before they even happen. You might be having like psychic experiences, maybe even paranormal or supernatural awakenings. And Spirit is saying it's not something to be afraid of. It's something to be embraced. And it can be a bit scary when we have like strange occurrences happen to us, because most people can't really understand that. But Spirit is saying you're going to be entering into an energy where you're actually taken care of by your spirit team. And so you don't need to be afraid of these energies, because they're the ones that are illuminating to you the things that you need to know at the right time, right? You're not going to see something necessarily or experience something that you're not ready for, right? Your spirit guides wouldn't do that. So we also have balancing act, number 11. And we have message in a bottle, number 15. And the last oracle is the chess queen, number 30, trust and strategizing. This is so interesting. Okay. All right. Look at this. We don't have enough to like make it even. That's going to bother me. All right, we've got to pick one more card. Okay, and our last card is this beautiful dragon with number 41, share your thoughts. All right, so let's take a moment. What is the next season of Group Three's life? Well, we know the next season is summer, so that's super exciting. But I do feel like you're entering an energy where you're going to need to balance this kind of spiritual aspect of yourself with the practical aspect. We have trust and strategizing. Maybe you are like into chess, but that's just a message for some of you, and maybe you're really good at strategizing, but with the balancing act here, that's the point. Like, you need to make plans, like concrete plans in this reality, but you also need to trust and have faith that spirit has your back, right? Message in a bottle. It's making me feel like there could be some sort of information that you don't quite have yet. Like, adjustments are required, but maybe you can't make those adjustments, or you can't make those shifts until you receive this information, this maybe message. So for some of you, if you're asking about a relationship or something like that, or maybe a career, or traveling somewhere, spirit is saying you're just waiting on this final piece of information, and then you're going to be able to make that decision. Share your thoughts. So I feel like you have a lot to offer. With summer, that's a time of abundance, right? Everything is blooming, everything is, yeah, the birds are singing, everybody's just like connecting and loving and sharing, and I feel like you have so much to share, Group 3. Yeah, there's so much in your heart, and I feel like you're just entering a beautiful space where you're able to like share your love, share your joy, share your creative ideas, because I feel like you could inspire a lot of people right now. And for some of you, Spirit is saying, yes, you are being provided for. But for others, it's saying that you are going to have all of the abundance that you need to provide for others, if that is something that you're wondering about. The next season of your life is saying that, yeah, you're going to have everything. You're going to have all the abundance you need. You're going to have all of the opportunities at your disposal if you take the time to trust. Look, trust Spirit. Trust that your Spirit team has your back. Trust that, people in this reality have your back, but also strategize and make a plan. So if you have some sort of goal in mind, maybe you have a wish or a dream or something that you've been working on, Spirit is saying it's really important to create and develop a routine where you're able to actually take steps towards achieving this, right? Balancing act. You want to balance the energy. You want to balance like enough surrender, enough peace, and relaxation, coupled with like strategy and focus and intense like waking up in the morning and making sure that you eat well, and there's just, you want to make sure that you take care of your physical form so that you can do all the things you need to do in the physical reality, but also trusting that Spirit has your back. So let's get into the tarot. All right, Spirit, we're going to be asking, what is the next season bringing for Group 3? What is the next season of their life bringing for Group 3? Now, unfortunately, we're probably going to have to cover some of these. Oh, what do we have? The Lovers. Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, this is expansion. This is coming together and crafting something new. There could be some sort of decision that needs to be made with the Lovers here, but I do feel like a new creative opportunity is coming. Look at this beautiful sun here. You could be entering into a new relationship with someone. That's another meaning. And if you're in a relationship with someone, you could be entering into a deeper, more spiritual, loving phase of your relationship. Sorry, I'm just gonna hide some of these. And sorry if you hear strange sounds. That's my dog. She is maybe coughing. I don't know. So I'll put your Lovers there. All right, what else, Spirit? Wow, it came out really quickly. The Seven of Swords. Yeah, so the Seven of Swords is kind of a secretive, sneaky energy, which is leading me to believe that maybe you've been doing something secretive. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? Like, you could have been working on a project in secret. But with the Lovers here, maybe you're in kind of a secretive relationship and you haven't become public yet. That's a message for some of you. What else? The next season of Group 3's life. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. And the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you've been working really, really hard on something. I'll put that one there. Yeah, you've been working really hard on something, group 3. And this could be you could be working hard on a relationship, you could have been working hard on your health, you could have been working hard on a creative project or something in your career. What else? We have the 6 of Wands, but it's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate how far you've come. And entering into that feeling of victory, that feeling of satisfaction, just opens up that reality where more and more victory is at hand, right? With the High Priestess here and the Seer, you're a highly intuitive being, and maybe people look up to you for wisdom and advice and guidance. And Spirit is saying it's really important right now to trust your intuition, because it is going to be guiding you exactly where you need to go. So you need a balance of trusting your intuition and creating an actual practical plan. All right, what else? We have the 8 of Cups and the Magician. All right, let's just see what we've got here. I'm just going to take a moment. Wow, group 3, I feel like you've been on quite the roller coaster of a journey here. It's telling a story almost. I feel like there was so much love maybe between you and another person. For some of you, there was this powerful love, and then something strange and maybe secretive happened, and it forced you to kind of cling to your possessions. It forced you to kind of hold on to what you knew and what you could control, because you felt maybe helpless. This is a message for some of you. And then you were forced to kind of go within and take the time to connect with your higher self. This is the High Priestess here. And you battled. You were battling so many of your shadows, going through so much. And you came out victorious, Spirit is saying. And from this victory, you're going to be moving into another energy, right? With the 8 of Cups, you're going to be shifting away from this energy where maybe you lost something. Maybe something was taken from you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic connection. It could be a friendship. It could be a job that maybe you had to move away from. It could be a place. It could be so many things. But Spirit is saying you've come through this victorious. You've made it to the other side, or you're about to make it to the other side, and that's the summer of your life. You're going to be able to step into this new reality where you've gone through this journey, where you've gone through this battle almost, whether it's with the self or another person or something. And you're going to be stepping away and moving away from this energy where you were giving and giving and giving and not getting enough back, right? The Magician at the end of the day is someone who can craft and create their own reality. They are the magical being, the one who has all the tools available to them, because they've been through it. They've experienced all the layers of struggle and all the layers of frustration and anger and anguish and grief, and they've made it through, and they've come to this space where they know that they have the power. Not only do they trust in the divine to work through them, right? The magician, the magus, is the conduit for the divine to manifest on the material plane. So you are becoming this conduit, group 3, this conduit of divine expression where you're just open, you're like an open channel to the universe. So this is so beautiful. And I feel like by being an open channel, you have full trust, you have full faith, and you're going to just see like everything that you touch is going to just turn to magic, right? It's just going to explode in rivers of abundance and joy. That's what I'm seeing. I feel like you're going to feel really, really good about this, and you're going to be seeing a lot of prosperity and abundance. So don't worry. Take a step back if you need to. And don't be afraid that reality is going to shape itself to your favor, okay? The adjustments are required. They will happen when they're meant to. And you're going to receive the information when you're meant to. And the best thing that you can do is take a step back, connect with your intuition, and ask yourself, what is it that you want to create in this life? Envision it, let it fill you up, dream about it, feel it in your heart. And know that with the Magician, you can craft and create any desired reality that you want. So this was such a beautiful reading, group 3. I'm so excited for you. Oh, one more thing with this beautiful golden flower here, I do feel like for a lot of you, you're connecting with your solar plexus chakra. This is going to give you the confidence and the strength to be able to create your own reality, to be able to tell others what it is that you want from life, and not feel like you're going to be taking like, second place in life. You're going to be at the front. You're going to be experiencing life from the perspective of somebody who is in control, who is in their power. So that's very exciting. I just did a power reading last week, so if you feel called to check that out, it's what is your next power that you're unlocking. So you can check that out if you're interested. But these are all the messages, group 3. I really hope that you were able to resonate with some of them. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you feel connected to that. And otherwise, we will see you in another video, and the birds are wishing you good luck.